Okay, we're about to start, leaders. Just, yeah, one more minute and then we get started. All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. It's good to have you all on the call. And for today's call, I'm not going to do the presentation the traditional way. I thought about it and I thought, no, let me rather, just have a conversation with you. It's not going to be long, maybe 20 minutes. And because, there's presentations all the time. We're always in presentations explaining things, but perhaps to understand where is it that we want to go? What is the point of everything that we are doing? Not only here, but on every other platform that I'm on, because I had some people ask me today, say, Lebo, we're a little bit confused. Are we still running TRX10? What's happening? And I said, of course we are. That's my 99% effort, all my energy is there. But also when I started with TRX10 and I started with getting people, on the crypto course, getting them to start learning about crypto and to open up other opportunities to them, I found that people, it's tough out here. It is tough. And people don't have the financial means. So if you say, okay, we've got a great crypto course, it costs X to get started. People don't even have the money to learn where they can make money and how they can make money. So we needed to backtrack a little bit and just start at the beginning. Yes, of course, we could, always change our market and look at a market that can afford. But my heart is with the people and reading the stats. Today, I was reading the youth unemployment stats, that youth unemployment is sitting at 64%, 64.8%, I believe. That is ridiculous. We cannot have our people who should be working, not working. Over 6 out of 10 people, almost 7 out of 10 young people is not working. What do they do? Where do they go? What happens to them? They get lost in what is happening out there in the world. So I'm just saying this so that people, when we start to introduce other ways to build people up from where they are, they mustn't be shocked and think, oh no, we've lost the plot now. No, we know exactly what we want. And TRX as a family of opportunities is the go-to for me. I believe in it so much, but I also understand that we don't want to leave other people out. And so, small opportunities are often the beginning of great enterprise. So we'll get into this a little bit just to explain who we are, what we do. We are the Crypto Moguls. We're all about wealth creation in the digital era. We focus on educating people because knowledge truly is power. If you don't know, how can you do? You don't know any better. You can't do if you don't know, but information and knowledge is available. It's out there. And so we have a series of resources. We've got a book, ebook, physical book called Cracking the Crypto Code. We are helping you crack this code. Get started. What is crypto? How does it work? What are the fundamentals? Very important to understand. From there, we have a digital course, all free. Ebook is free. Digital course for our community members is free. People outside of community, they pay to get onto the digital course. And it's information that's teaching you really the full understanding of the economic system. We cannot take on the economy and think we're going to win in the system, because winning in the system is not necessarily about always changing it. It's about recognizing, how do I use what's already there to get myself further? If you want bank laws changed, good luck. You're not going to do it in the next 10, 50 or 100 years. You need to look at instruments that are already in line with what it is that you believe. So knowledge is definitely power, and we're enthusiastic. And we're so passionate about introducing people to this crypto economy because it answers so many challenges of accessibility. If you want a bank account, you need KYC, you need your ID, you need proof of address. Sometimes people don't have that. In the crypto world, all you need is a cell phone. A person can, not have an ID, but they'll have a cell phone. That's just the world we're living in. And so with accessibility, cryptocurrencies make things so much easier for people to get involved, for people to get into, an ecosystem where they can make money. So that's what we do. We are helping entrepreneurs integrate into this economy because things have changed. Cell phones have changed the world. COVID has changed the world. Without your cell phone, you can't function. I know I can't, and I'm not big on my phone. I mean, I use it for work and that's about it. But I remember last year, I left my phone. I had taken an Uber to go somewhere. Along the way, my phone decides that it doesn't want to scroll up. It's got battery, but I cannot access anything on my phone. It was dramatic. It was Christmas Eve. It was horrible. I was out in the mall for hours, couldn't get hold of anyone, couldn't call an Uber, and things worked out eventually, but it just showed how life is so convenient when you have your phone. And without it, oh boy, it's like in shambles. So the same way that your phone brings convenience, it should also bring convenience with linking you to opportunities, linking you to ways of making money. And that is what we're going to be talking about using our cell phones for today. Cryptocurrencies, they are a craze to many people, but when you understand fundamentally what they are and how they work, you'll understand it's not a craze. And you won't be moved by the highs that it creates. Some people see highs and they just want to buy. But when it goes low, they panic. But when you understand cryptocurrencies and how they work, whether they are high or they are low, you're not moved because you understand you're in it for the long term and you're seeing the bigger picture, not just the hype in that people want to make money overnight. It's a long-term, industry, one that is growing every day and one that you want to be a part of sooner rather than later. And then, yes, so you definitely want to do that. Then there's crowdfunding. Guys, crowdfunding. South Africans, crowdfunding is our bread and butter. The Tokvel, the society, that is what we do. It is who we are. But it's unfortunate that they don't take us very far. Other people crowdfund. They don't have as many numbers as we do, but they are getting far. AfriForum is in the news right now because of this whole case with Julius Malema. But one thing that I want to take from AfriForum, which in the traditional media we won't see, because they won't want us to learn from what they are doing right. They'll just create all this hype, and we've learned a lot through this case, and there's a lot of valid points that have been brought up that should be paid attention to. But the other stuff that they're doing in the back to take themselves forward, to keep their economy strong, we are not learning, and it's time we learn. AfriForum is using crowdfunding to take their children further, their businesses further. You will not find that community begging and having high unemployment rates like our communities. It's time we learned from some of the things that they're doing. Maybe they're doing it for them, but we must learn and take a page from their book and change it to suit us. So crowdfunding is an amazing way that we can, overcome even the economic crisis that has been caused by COVID. COVID came, COVID isn't there. COVID came and it destroyed. It destroyed businesses. It destroyed the economy. It changed life as we know it. We spend more time at home. We wear masks. Kids aren't free to play like they used to. And the world is not going to go back to the way it was before. Yes, some things will relax, but we'll never go to life like it was before COVID. People, funerals. Now you attend a funeral online, on YouTube, on Zoom. That is the world we're living in. It's time we start leveraging the technology that's there and using it to make us money. So that's where the TRX10 opportunity comes into play. It's an opportunity that is using the blockchain to take us forward. So there's no middleman. There's no, just like with Bitcoin, when you are transferring Bitcoin from one person to another, you don't need a bank. You don't need a bank to confirm and say, yes, we got the money. Then you have to ask them if you want your money. Everything is happening transparently, person to person. So the same applies to a smart contract. Things are transparent. Things happen person to person. The code is law, so you can never be cheated out of what is happening because the blockchain establishes the rules of engagement and makes sure that everybody can participate in a trustworthy way. So here we're going to participate in crowdfunding. We're not going to have an administrator, secretary, say, oh, we gave Lebo our money, and Lebo come June, we're going to share the money in December, but come June, Lebo has an emergency, and I then go into that fund and say, come December, I'll be fine. I'll put the money back. And then come November, I'm not answering calls because I know that I have a debt that I've failed to pay, because of the logistics that happen in traditional crowdfunding, stock felling. Here, everybody is independent. Things are operating completely on a decentralized platform. So there's no company that's taking funds from us. There's no company that's holding our monies. Everything is transparent, person to person. So when you get started, we are firstly buying cryptocurrency. So I love the opportunity because it introduces even the person who says, I don't know crypto, I don't have a wallet, I don't know how to buy. It forces you to first do the first foundational steps. Open up a cryptocurrency wallet via TronLink. Open up an exchanger wallet, whether using Binance or altcoin trader, to purchase some cryptocurrency, because you need to know how to purchase it. It's the way of the future. It's time to get involved now. So it forces you to learn those processes. It forces you to learn that there are other cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin, because we are using the cryptocurrency Tron. So you learn what is Tron, how to buy Tron, and then we start using a stable coin. So you see, there's all this education that is linked to this opportunity. You learn so much. You learn about USDT, that USDT is a stable coin. So if you are operating using a stable coin, that is a coin that is not volatile like Bitcoin. It's not volatile like Ethereum or Tron. Tron is not very volatile, but it moves and can move a lot in a 24-hour period. So with a stable coin USDT, it is pegged to the US dollar. So you know that you can actually buy cryptocurrencies and know what you will have a month from now if you are holding it in a stable coin such as USDT. You get to learn about different blockchains. So you have ERC20 and TRC20, which are the Ethereum blockchain and the Tron blockchain, that if you have stable coins like USDT, the ones that are operating on Ethereum's blockchain and those that are operating on the Tron blockchain are completely different and they cannot interact. So there's so much education that is piled up into this opportunity. So it's not just about we want to get into the opportunity, we want to make money. No, we want to help you integrate into this ecosystem. And while you are learning all about this ecosystem, you are also earning at the same time. So it's a great way to get started. Now, because we're using a cryptocurrency, I have rounded off these figures in rands. They can change. It can be more, it can be less based on the rand to dollar amount, because TRX10 requires you to use only $30 to get started. So that's approximately 50 rand that the platform will allow you to transfer between individuals. But because we are using a blockchain, there are what we call transaction fees and gas fees. So each blockchain has different fees. Bitcoin has extremely low fees, but their transactional times are extremely slow. You have a blockchain like Ethereum, much faster than Bitcoin, but their fees are 100 times higher than Bitcoin. Then you have a blockchain like Tron. You see, that's part of the learning. You're learning all these different things. Tron is a blockchain which is 200 times, I believe, faster than Ethereum, but almost 200 times cheaper than Ethereum in terms of doing transactions. But there are transactional costs. So there are some gas fees that are required when you do transactions on the blockchain. So when a person wants to get started on TRX10, we encourage everyone to have at least 650 Rand on them that they will use to start buying their crypto. Because when you're on Binance, when you're on altcoin trader, the first deposit you're going to do, they're going to charge you before you even come onto TRX10. Binance is going to charge you, altcoin trader is going to charge you. You're then going to buy the crypto. Then you're going to transfer it to your Tron link. You're going to have other charges, small, but they're not going to come from your 500. So you have to put money on the side. And then once you start the crowdfunding and you integrate with the smart contract. The smart contract also, the Tron blockchain is going to charge you to interact with the smart contract, and so there are those fees that are going to be incurred. So approximately 650 to be comfortable. I would say even 700 Rand worth of Tron that you must buy, and whatever is left over is yours. It's not going to go anywhere. So you're not losing by having 700 Rand available to purchase your Tron. So once you've purchased, 500 Rand is what the system requires, only $30, but I'm going to use now the 500 as an example to show us how the crowdfunding works. So crowdfunding is simply raising funds from a group of people, and the group of people is going to come through your referral. So you're going to share the opportunity with others in order to start crowdfunding. And it's at this point when we talk about sharing and talking about doing business with others, where people say, I have to talk to people. Can't I just, put money in and sit down? Okay, maybe you'll find an opportunity where you can do that, but how safe are your funds? How much control do you have over how much those funds grow? Perhaps there your funds will, if you put your money in the bank, it's not even going to grow by 10% over the year. Yes, it's there. Yes, you don't have to do anything, but you won't even get 10% interest on those funds. Instead, you're going to have fees and fees and fees that you're paying. But here on a platform that says you need to go out and get people. If I'm a doctor and I want patients, I need to make sure that my door is open. I'm marketing. I'm giving my current patients very good treatment, because I understand that word of mouth is the most powerful. When somebody gets sick out there, hopefully I'll be the first doctor that they think of and refer people to me. If I'm a lawyer, same thing applies. If I want to be president, I need to hit the streets and I need to campaign. I need to campaign, because votes come from people. So nothing in life that's taking you forward are you going to do on your own. Even if you're doing business online, behind those computers are other people. Behind those phones are other people. If you have a job, your job is based on the company that you're working on having clients. If that company doesn't have clients, it doesn't have customers, even if you're not involved in sales, maybe you're in the accounting department, but your job is not safe if there are no clients coming into the door. So it's important that we realize that, people are where the money's at. If you're not speaking to people, you're broke. That's according to Grant Cardone. He says, if you're in business and you are not speaking to strangers, you are not talking to people, we can bet your business is broke or it's about to get broke. Why does Coca-Cola keep on advertising? Because they don't want to go broke. They want to keep talking to people. They want to keep advertising, whether they're advertising on a billboard, they're advertising using influencers on social media. The point is they're always out there advertising. So you need to also get out there and start talking to people, but you don't need to, go out and shout on the side of the street. Simply speak to people that you know who are like-minded and who could benefit from a program like this. So what you need to do is you need to fund your Tron, and then you will purchase your USDT. Then you will convert 33 USDT, and you will then interact with the smart contract. You will get a link from the person who referred you. So in this example, Sam is the person who referred you. Sam, when you sign up, that 500 Rand of funds, it's a peer-to-peer payment system, so no intermediary. Though that 500 is immediately going to go to Sam. You don't need to have Sam's phone number, Sam's email address, Sam's account number, Sam's WhatsApp number. No, you simply need to have Sam's link to register. When you register, those funds are going to move from your wallet to Sam's wallet instantaneously. Whether Sam has seen it or not, that's none of your business. The system says, now you're registered. Now it's time for you to go out and do what Sam did. So the matrix is a 3x5 matrix. So you need to refer 3 people. I need to refer 3 people. Everybody needs to refer a minimum of 3 people. You can introduce 9, you can introduce 20, but you have to make sure that's all optional. Minimum, you must refer 3 people. 3 people who are going to duplicate. Not 3 people who are going to say, hey, let's just sign up and get her off our back and, give 500. It's not a lot of money. Let me just do it and be done with it. That's not doing anybody a favor. You need to make sure you're referring people who want it as badly as you do. Times are tough out there, folks. Crowdfunding is a way that we are going to get many people out of the situation that they find themselves in. Young people are in a jam. They are in trouble. 68% unemployment. That's almost 7, folks. 7 out of 10 young people who's sitting at home. What do? They get into drugs, they get into, you know, Slay Queen, all these things that are just taking them away from what God has intended them for them to be. But solutions are not going to bring themselves. We have to bring the solutions. We are not going to sit back and say, "Ooh, it's so bad." No, "Ooh, it's bad." Yes, let's go out and do something. Let's go out and let's teach, let's educate, let's inform. And not everybody is going to, you know, be interested in what we have to say, but there are some who will give it an ear and who will be able to change their lives over time. So you refer 3 people, Obi, Rati, and Mbali. When Obi, Rati, and Mbali are activating their position, they got their link from you, they downloaded their Tron link, they bought their Trons, all the processes that I spoke about, which are very simple, by the way. They are not confusing. It might sound foreign to you because it's new, but it is really very simple to do. And we have tutorials that teach you exactly how to go about doing so. So you get funded 500 from Obi, 500 from Rati, 500 from Bali. So you started with 500, but now you've received 1,500. From your 1,500, you're going to use 1,000 Rand to upgrade to level 2. You're not going to keep all of this money. Your 500 is back, so you've now broken even. You keep your 500. Pam will now receive 1,000 Rand from you. Who is Pam? Pam is the person who referred Sam. It's a genealogy. All of us were referred by somebody. You referred by Sam. Sam was referred by Pam. Sam received 500 Rand worth of cryptocurrency when you signed up. But now that you've received your 1,000 Rand, 1,500 worth of crypto, Pam, who is now your second level upline, is going to receive the 1,000 Rand from you. Because you knew, TRX10 says, because you knew, we understand that, you know, you're learning all these new processes, we're going to automate the first process. When you register and you sign up, and you refer your first 2 people, we're going to automate that upgrade. You're not going to have to go in and, you know, press a button for the upgrade. That upgrade will be automatic so that you can see how the system works. From there, every upgrade after that, you will then go into the back office and simply press a button, and you will be able to complete and make sure that that upgrade is done. Now that you've referred your 3 people, what are you going to teach them to do? To do the same. So Obi, go out, refer your 3 people. When Obi refers his 3 people, he gets 500 Rand each. The first 2 people who sign up, he receives 1,000 Rand. The system says, Obi, we're going to upgrade you to level 2. Now, in this case, Obi is going to pay Sam because Sam is Obi's second level upline. You were the first level upline, therefore the parent. Sam is the grandparent. So that's how that goes. So 1,000 Rand is going to be used to upgrade. That goes to Sam. Obi then, Rati's 3 people then do the same. Mbali's 3 people then do the same. So that means Mbali, Obi, and Rati have all got their 500 Rand back. So they're in profit. Everything that they're going to earn from here on out is infinite return. Remember, we spoke about the bank only giving you 10% at the end of the year, 12 months to make 10%, if that. Here, you have made your money back, so it's risk-free. It is now a risk-free opportunity. And sometimes the price of opportunity is risk. Without risk, there can be no forward movement. The Wright brothers risked it, and they said, we are going to risk, people will fly. The whole world said, no ways, it's never going to happen. Today, flying, you know, to your favorite holiday destination is something you don't even think twice about. Risk is there to take us forward. Now, 500 Rand is not a risk, folks. The risk might be on yourself. Maybe, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Will I talk to 3 people? Am I committed enough? Do I have the discipline? Risk here lies with you. The platform works. Question is, are you going to do what it takes? Do you have what it takes to change your financial life, your financial situation? Do you have what it takes? Do you have the grit to say, you know what, dark or blue, doesn't matter what it looks like, I'm going to do this. Even if 5 people say no, I'm not going to quit. Even if, you know, a person had said, yes, I'm going to sign up, but tomorrow they change their mind, I'm not going to quit. The only risk here is you. And because it's you, that means you can manage the risk. So you can control what is happening. There is no risk because you can manage it, because you can manage yourself. So 500 Rand, what they keep, now they need to go out and they need to do the same thing. So Obi teaches his team to say, guys, let's get moving. Let's get our 3s in. So when Obi's team members, Obi's 1, 2, and 3, each refer just 2 people before even person number 3. First 2 people, system says auto upgrade, 1,000 Rand is going to go to the second level upline, who in this case is you. Then the next 3, same thing happens. So now you're receiving 1,000 Rand from 9 people. 1,000 Rand, double 200% of what you started with from 9 people. So that means you're now going to collect 9,000 Rand. Now let's work it out. What ROI is that? You're not waiting for a company to say, we'll give you 10% for the year. You're not waiting for a platform to say, give us all your money and maybe we'll give you 1% a week or 1% a day. Great, it looks good on the screen, but 5 months down the line, is that website even going to be there? Let's stop taking chances, folks. Let's make sure that our future is in our own hands. We take responsibility, because here you're not relying on anybody else but yourself. Do the work and the platform is going to give you what is required. So you've received 9,000 Rand. With that 9,000 Rand, you are going to upgrade now for 2,500 Rand, which means you keep 6,500 Rand. So 6,500 Rand is your pure profit. Pure profit, because your 500 Rand was back when you upgraded to level 2, and now 6,500 Rand is pure profit. How long can it take you to do this? Well, it's up to you. It can take you a week, can take you a month, it can never happen. It's all based on you. The only risk here is you. How long did it take us to do? A day, 2 days. I completed my first upgrade to my team 39, which is having earning the 6,500 in less than a week. 6,500 in the bank, done and dusted. Let the team keep on pushing. It's up to you. Then level 3, you have 27 partners. When these 27 partners upgrade, not when they join with 500 Rand and they pay up, that's going to go to their first level upline. Then they need to refer 3 people and upgrade to level 2. When they also now have started earning the 1,000s, the first 3,000 that comes in, don't wait. They mustn't wait. You mustn't wait. Upgrade. The other thousands will catch you along the way. 2,500 from 27 partners. That's a total of 67,500. 10 times what you got from the previous level. 10 times that 6,500 that you saw. The growth here is limitless. You are the only thing that stands in your way between yourself and financial freedom. And 500 is affordable. For young people, 500 doesn't even buy a fashionable pair of tackies, you know, tackies that all young people want. If they can get their parents to buy them tackies, I don't see why they can't, you know, invest in themselves, not invest in a platform, but invest in themselves, take a risk on themselves. People who are working, they can take a risk on themselves and say, my income at work is not enough. I need to supplement. I need to have an extra income that will take care of my child's school, that will put gas in the car at the end of the week when my salary is finished, because those are the realities. Life is getting more expensive, but incomes are not growing at the same rate. So now, as you receive these 2,500 per partner, 6,000 Rand you're going to use to upgrade to level 4. And remember, level 4, the deeper we go, the more partners we have. So you've kept 61,000 Rand on this level, and now naturally you're going to upgrade to level 4. Initially, it might have been, you know, hard. I need to get one person, then get the next person. But once everybody starts doing the same, the momentum starts to kick in. Exponential growth starts to kick in. Compound growth starts to kick in. So what was taking you, you know, a week to earn 6,000, now you can do that in a day because the team is growing and people are seeing the results. 6,000 Rand from 81 partners who are in level 4. Imagine for the next 81 days. So that's what? March, April, almost all of May. For the next 3 months, if you had obviously started the process, but let's say, from April, May, June, for those 3 months, you're making 6,000 Rand a day. How is your life going to change? How is the quality of your lifestyle, the quality of your children's lifestyle, the quality of what you eat even, how is that going to change when you're making an extra 6,000 Rand a day? Simply because you crowdfunded, you shared this platform with others, and now it is working to your advantage. So you've received 486,000 Rand, time to upgrade for 14,500 Rand. And that goes to your level 5 upline. So you keep 471,000, and now level 5, there are more partners, 243 partners. Let's see how it's going to go. So 243 people. So it's what we said, what, April, May, June, you are getting 6,000 Rand per day. Then July, August, September, 243 is how many days is, how many months is that? It's almost a year, you know, it's almost 9 months or so. So for the next 9 months, if you're receiving just 14,500 Rand per day, How is your life changing? Some days you'll get 3, some days you'll get 4, some days maybe you don't get any, but that is the process of crowdfunding. The point is to do it, let it grow. Maybe once you're on level 5, it takes a little bit of time for you to start getting those level 5 incomes. But once they start coming in, it is going to drastically improve your life and drastically improve the lives of the people around you. So in summary, you activated your position for a mere 500 Rand. You know, if you buy a share meal at McDonald's, and comes with 2 big burgers, 2 small burgers. You see, now I'm advertising for McDonald's. But once you've added, the ice creams, and you changed your drinks, and you're a family of 4, you've almost spent 500 Rand just to buy takeouts, fast food, not even a sit-down meal in a great restaurant. Takeouts, 500 Rand easily spent by buying, fast food. 500 Rand on this platform can drastically change your life forever, because when you have these funds, you now have access to more opportunity. More money means more opportunity. You referred 3 partners, you taught them to do the same. Level 1, you kept 500. You broke even, your money's back, it's risk-free. Level 2, 6,500. Level 3, 61,000. Level 4, 471,000. Level 5, you're now a millionaire. 3.5 million Rand, even if it takes you 6 months, you've kept a total of 4 million Rand. 4 million divided by 6 months, that's what? Maybe 400, no, that's not even. Over 10 months, it's 400,000 Rand per month. How many people earn that type of income? What stress do they go through? Or how long did it take them to get there? It doesn't happen overnight, but do it, stick to it. Momentum will kick in. It's affordable. It's not out of reach for most people. Those who see the light, those who have a vision, they'll make a plan and they'll make sure that they hustle that 500 Rand. So how do you get started? Number 1, you need to download TronLink. This is the app that we are using. Fund your wallet with approximately 650, 700 Rand as a provision for your fees. Get the link from the upline, the person who referred you, and register, sign up, don't delay, plug into the team. We are here to support one another. We're here to make sure you grow. We're here to make sure you've got the resources. I'm new. I don't know what TronLink is. It's okay. We will teach you. We will show you. Start growing your crowdfunding community and make sure you become a part of the world's most powerful crowdfunding platform and have your life change. 2022 can be the year where things turn around, where they go from dark to light, where you go from broke to, going into ownership. So, it's amazing what can happen. If you are serious, you are dedicated, you put your head down and you become stubborn. Success needs you to be stubborn. Growth needs you to be stubborn. You can't be wishy-washy. You have to be stubborn. You have to say, I'm going to do this no matter what. And that's what we need here on TRX, because it's not about the 500 or the 650. It's about your commitment to see it through. Maybe some people, they get people to sign up easily, but because they're not committed, they have no fire, their team dies in a short period of time, or they just, they are lukewarm. You're either hot or cold. There's no in between. So even with TRX10, you're either in or you're out. You're either with us making this money or you're going to watch us making this money. But if a person is determined, nothing can stand in their way. And the fact that you're on this call, I know that means you're extremely determined. And that is our presentation tonight. Contact me. We're approaching month end. Let's get registered. Let's get our teams on. We'll be back on Thursday. At Thursday, 7 o'clock, we'll be having our Zoom call again. Make sure that you join us and make sure that we grow, because success is there. It's there for the taking. Question is, how stubborn are you? How committed are you? Let's make it work and let's start changing lives. You're going to be seeing us everywhere. My mandate is to change the lives of young people in South Africa. I might not change all of their lives, but there are lives we're going to touch, and there are lives that are going to be changed, and there are going to be families that are going to be changed because of what we are doing with this community of ours called the Crypto Moguls. So thank you so much, folks, for joining me. God bless you all. I will see you on Thursday. Invite. Any questions, hit me up on WhatsApp. If you're ready to sign up, send me a message. Let's get you registered and let's make sure that we don't waste time. We get things moving. Thanks, folks. God bless. Good night.